As-salamu alaykum, Shaykh.
Wa alaykum salam wa rahmatullah.
Shaykh, do we lock souls to other people's soul or only with the Shaykh's soul?
Everybody's soul is going to be entangled with everything. So we gave the talk on quantum entanglement. So everything is interconnected. But what you want to make sure that you are connected is that you have a quantum entanglement with the shaykh. So you go back and just Google what does quantum entanglement mean. That on their science level, because we speak our spirituality but people don't accept that, on a science level they found that when these atoms interact they can entangle themselves, and as a result of becoming entangled what happens to one happens to the other regardless of space or time in its immensity of distance. That when they begin to put something on this atom the other atom is responding. So they said that it's locked and they think there's some sort of a bond that they don't understand, so they called it entanglement. But we know that is the madad and the understanding of the lights and souls. So that as soon as you enter into the presence of these holy souls, into the souls of guidance, Allah describes them as fulukul mashkoon, that they're loaded ships. And as soon as you enter onto their ship your element and your atoms, your light is locked onto them and entangled into them. This is one understanding of the bayat, is that you are voluntarily entangling it by making your bayat and allegiance. Is that you're asking that, I want to have an allegiance and be entangled into your reality. And then we gave talks on the reality of bayat, that don't break it because you're pulling your soul away from them. You will rip your soul and it's an eternal ripping upon you. And that's why Allah gives on the ayat al-bayah that don't break it to the detriment of your own soul, because now you've entangled yourself voluntarily with them. Involuntary or involuntary involvement is that you merely came into their associations through video, sound, however, and they will grab a portion of your light to give guidance to it. This is involuntary entanglement, that you came across them. This is the wisdom and hikmah of Allah and nothing wasted in Allah's way, because their light is diffused everywhere, it grabs everything and will dress and bless the person. But when you voluntarily take your initiation is that you're locking and tying yourself, what we call bande khudam, I'm a tied servant to my Lord, and that's why it's Naqshband, right? The Naqsh that wrote this bond of an eternal bond. So bandeh and bond and to be tied is all these haqqaiqs of entanglement, that I'm God's bondsman, that I've been tied and tied down to that reality. And this is an ancient reality, to be tied to Allah's service. So this is just something now that the science comes out to give people guidance in the last days, that look, the scientists whom you think are so on top of everything, they're also agreeing that in the world of light everything is mixing and locking. So why not lock with good things? You hang out with bad people, you're going to have quantum entanglement in a really bad way, right? So whatever difficulty comes to that person you're entangled to them, and now difficulty coming to you. And that's why then we become vigilant of who we're with, why are we with them. I don't want to be entangled in their burdens, I want to be entangled in the burdens of good people so that they can help me through difficulties. So it's very real. And as the science gets closer to these haqqaiqs and realities, this is a guidance for the last days, that Allah said, where are you going to hide? You say you're a science person, look He's talking to you from sciences, so accept it. That it's all has its own evidence now, especially the world of sight, the light and sounds. Everything is based on light and sound. If people don't talk in reference to light and sound, a great level of knowledge will be lost because of the times that we're in. Everything is relevant now to light and sound, inshaAllah.